Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like some of the other videos that I've done, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would really help me out a great deal. And also like this video if you found it useful. Now today I wanted to show you quickly how to move some of your applications to your SD card. Now if you have an SD card in your phone or in your tablet, it can be very difficult sometimes if you're downloading loads of applications because they go almost automatically onto your phone memory or your tablet memory, which makes it very difficult to then use your memory that you have in there, especially if you have an SD card that's empty and your phone is filling up with applications. It then slows down and makes it more difficult, and eventually of course you'll run out of room and you won't be able to download any more apps onto your phone. So I'm going to show you quickly how you can move your apps from your phone memory onto your SD card memory. Now I'm just going to quickly go into it before I go through. Now you go into your menu, wherever your menu is for your apps that you have on your phone, and you need to go into the settings tab. Now I will say that not all of the apps can be moved. Some can, some can't. There are apparently ways around this, and I will do some research into that and do a video separately to this one about how to move applications onto an SD card that can't generally be moved. I will do some research into it to see how viable it is, because obviously I don't want to make that video if it then doesn't work, or if it's a fake thing. So I'll do some research into that and do a separate video on apps that can't be moved to see if there's any way that they can be moved across to the SD card. But these ones, the ones that can be moved, once you go into your settings, you just need to go down to your applications, your apps, go into there, and then once they've loaded up, again, as I said before, there are some that will and there are some that won't. So for example, if I just go through these for a moment, Baseball Boy, I'm not sure if that's already on here. That's what's in my internal storage. So it will tell you here, say storage 160 megabytes used in internal storage. Now if you tap on that, it will then give you the option to storage used change. So if you tap change, it will then say, do you want to transfer this game to, or this application, to the SD card? So you just say yes, and it will say yes, okay, you want to move it, touch move, and that's it. It will move it across to your SD card, as simple as that. And you also have the option, for if for whatever reason you're changing your SD card, to move your apps back to internal storage using the same method. And it will take a little while, depending on the size of the game, of course, or the size of the app, to transfer it from your phone memory to your internal memory, to your SD card, for example. But some data will stay on the phone, but the majority of it will be then transferred to your storage, so which is good. Now, as I said before, not all of them will, so I think I know one down here that runs briefing. If I go into briefing here, now of course it looks exactly the same, but if I go into storage again, it doesn't give me the option to move it, and that's because this is an app that can't be moved across to the SD card. Now, as I said before, I will look into the reasons why that happens, and if there is a workaround to it, then I will create a separate video on that workaround to see if there is a way that you can get these apps onto an SD card that otherwise can't be moved across. And that's pretty much it. Once you've done that, hopefully that will free up some room then in your phone or in your tablet for what you need to use it for. And also you can then check to make sure that the apps are still working, obviously to make sure they're still working. If they don't work, they'll usually come up with a grey symbol, usually with the Android symbol, and they'd say they're not available. But most apps that do transfer to SD cards do transfer without any problems at all. And that's about it. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you did, as I said before, please leave a like and also consider subscribing to my channel for more how-tos and things like that over the coming weeks and months. And thank you very much for joining me. If there's anything, any particular apps or anything to do with Android that you want to hear about or you want to know about that you don't know, please let me know in the comments, and I'll create a video for that as well. So thank you very much for joining me, and goodbye.